Ladies and gentlemen, we got some news yesterday. First things first, the Santa Slayground, the Codmas, the Christmas update happened as of yesterday for Modern Warfare 3, Warzone, and Zombies. However, late last night, some information came out from Insider Gaming, a pretty reputable source that leaks a lot of things in regards to Call of Duty. In other words, they have some sort of contacts on the inside that are giving them information, and then they spread it, is essentially what's going on. I'm looking at that article and I'm bringing you the video that we're talking about today, which tells us what the next two Call of Duty games are going to all be about. Call of Duty 2024 being Call of Duty Black Ops Gulf War, and then Call of Duty 2025, the year after, being a sequel to Call of Duty Black Ops 2. No, you didn't hear me wrong. That is exactly what we're going to be talking about in this video, going over what those titles are going to look like. And then on top of that, as I do on this channel, diving deeper into the story of what those two games could actually be. Before I dive any deeper, let me first tell you about today's video sponsor. Now, if you're watching this, I know you love video games, and that is why today's video is sponsored by War Thunder. If you don't know what War Thunder is, it is the most comprehensive vehicle combat game ever made. You can play with more than 2,000 tanks, planes, helicopters, and ships in dynamic combined arms PvP battles. And every one of these vehicles is incredibly detailed and modeled down to their individual components, offering a highly immersive combat experience. And not to mention, it is free to play on PC, Xbox, and PlayStation. And what's cool is that the collection of vehicles in War Thunder spanned from over 100 years of development from the 1920s all the way to present day. So if you're looking for a fast, action-packed match or a more realistic and tactical experience, War Thunder offers intense PvP battles at various immersion levels for all play styles. Whichever experience you prefer, you will find it here. And unlike other games, there's no extra pilot hardware required. You can fly an aircraft using nothing more than a mouse and keyboard, thanks to the game's intuitive mouse aim mode. Now, personally, what makes this really cool for me is the fact that you can go from rocking a tank all the way up into an airplane and then hit the water in a competitive naval battle. However you want to play or whatever you want to play, the option is yours, and there's plenty of things for you to experience. So go check out War Thunder. It is the first link down in the description. As I mentioned, it is absolutely free on PC, PlayStation, and Xbox. And if you use my link down in the description and you haven't played the game before or in at least 6 months, you're going to get access to a large bonus pack, which includes multiple premium vehicles, premium account, an exclusive 3D decorator for your vehicles, and much, much more. Now, this deal is only available for a limited amount of time, so go play War Thunder. First link down below. And thank you, War Thunder, for sponsoring the video. So, Call of Duty Black Ops Gulf War. That is the game said to be coming out in 2024. In other words, next year. The next Call of Duty game we're going to get is going to be put out by Treyarch, and it is going to be developed for 4 total years. To be clear, this means it is going to be the longest ever developed Call of Duty game. It is going to take place in sometime in the 90s, and it is going to talk about the Gulf War. We don't know the exact time period it is going to span, but what we do know is that is what's going to happen. However, I do think we know a little bit more about this than actually meets the eye. First off, I want to start out with a little bit of speculation. One thing that has come out through all of this is the idea that if you pre-order Call of Duty Black Ops Gulf War, you are going to get weeks early access to the new Zombies mode, which is said to be a round-based Zombies mode. And the question is, why? I actually do think that there is an answer to this. If you didn't already know, this year, Call of Duty, Activision, Blizzard, all got obtained by Microsoft. And recently, they put out a deal that said if you have Game Pass, you could buy Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 for, I think it was $30. So this got me thinking. I truly believe that Call of Duty Black Ops Gulf War is going to be a day one Game Pass game that you can get when it launches on day one for free. But there is going to be an upgrade, a pre-order upgrade that you can get, which gives you early access to Zombies and, of course, the other Vault Edition content that they normally put out. And that is going to be how they're going to make their money off of Xbox users. Yes, you can get it free with Game Pass, but if you spend that extra money or pre-order it on PlayStation, for example, you will then get early access to the game and everything else. Now, again, not confirmed, but that all lines up incredibly well. Now, let's dive more into the story. Now, when Black Ops Gulf War was, I wouldn't say announced, but leaked, I started guessing as to what was going to happen with this story, when it was going to take place and how it was going to fit in. And one thing that I was wondering is, were they going to do something similar to Black Ops 2, where they had two stories going at the same time, one that took place in the Gulf War and one that took place kind of in present day or near future, just like Black Ops 2. And this would make a lot of sense if another game was coming out in 2025 to do one story that took place in 2024 and was a prequel to Black Ops 2, and one story that took place in the Gulf War. Now that we have more information, I don't think that's what's going to happen. I think this year's Call of Duty is going to take place in the Gulf War. And I will say the same thing that I said in the previous video that I talked about this. If this game takes place in the year 1997, that would be the year that David Mason, Alex Mason's son, would be joining the army. He joined the army at the age of 18, and in 1997, that would be when he was turning 18. And it could be the story of his rise through the military, whoever was mentoring him, bringing up through the military ranks. And we could still have Frank Woods fit in there as an older man, Frank Woods, and maybe even Frank Woods is mentoring Mason at this time. And again, just as a reminder, Alex Mason can't really be in this game. The reason being, in the year 1986 is when Frank Woods shot Alex Mason and was presumed dead, thinking that he was Raul Menendez. Of course, Frank Woods didn't mean to kill Alex Mason, but that is what happened. So until the year 2025, Alex Mason is suspected to be dead. Maybe he could be off doing covert operations, but until then, we think that he's dead. So odds are he will not be in Black Ops Gulf War. This brings us to the year 2025, and what we are hearing is that 2025 will once again be another Black Ops game. However, what they have seen with Modern Warfare 2 to Modern Warfare 3 is when two games come out back to back with a very similar setting, if not the same setting, doesn't go so well for that game. So what seemingly is going to be happening is next year, Black Ops Gulf War will take place, and then the year after, it'll be another Black Ops game. However, this one is going to take place in the year 2025, which will be the year that it is coming out, and it will be a sequel to Black Ops 2. In other words, the events that happened in that game, it is going to carry on with that. Now, I have a feeling that you guys would like to see some story videos revolving around the Black Ops universe. Maybe we need to make a video explaining how the Black Ops 2 story can actually continue. And in fact, it is very odd, but I've already started working on a Black Ops story video that was supposed to come out today, which is now going to come out tomorrow, that I put a ton of work into. So if you guys want to see more Black Ops story videos, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe. I've got a lot in that universe that I can talk about, more so than Modern Warfare. It's actually insane the amount of content there is to talk about there. But anyway, Black Ops 2025 is going to be a sequel to Black Ops 2, which means it'll probably follow our character, David Mason, which means if in Black Ops Gulf War they give us the origin story to David Mason, and then in Call of Duty Black Ops 2025 they give us the continuation of his story from Black Ops 2, it would make a lot of sense for that to actually take place. So then this brings us to the multiplayer side of things. So from everything that we've heard, Call of Duty Black Ops Gulf War, in other words, Call of Duty 2024, will have a whole new multiplayer experience. Then the rumor was Black Ops 2025 was going to do what Modern Warfare 3 did, where they remaster all of the maps from Black Ops 2 and bring them into that game. However, with the reception of Modern Warfare 3, now they are said to have kind of half Black Ops 2 remastered maps at launch and then half new maps at launch of that game. However, there would be a whole new campaign continuing on Black Ops 2, zombies, and everything of that kind of sorts going on at that time. So that is essentially what we are looking at this point. We have two Black Ops games coming down the pipe with totally two different campaigns with two different settings. And at this point, I'm curious to hear what you guys have to say about this. I am personally really looking forward to a Treyarch game. They make my favorite campaigns. I think they do the story best. And I'm very curious to see what they could do with a Black Ops 2 sequel, which of course, if you want to see it, if you hit that like button, we can do our own video kind of predicting what that game could actually look like. But for now, this is all of the information that we know. I hope this could keep you filled in, kind of knowing what's going on with the future of Call of Duty. And if you enjoyed, hit that like button. If you're new, subscribe. We have tons of story videos coming out over the next week. Some of the most requested story videos of all time coming this week. So make sure you stay tuned. And of course, don't forget to check out War Thunder, the free-to-play game we talked about at the beginning. First link down below. And as always, thank you so much for watching. And until next time, peace.
We are rich. reaching for the stars, but we're making